I mean, when there was a leak on my letter, and General Mkhwanazi, this letter, these directives landed on him. He responded in a particular way. And it was either on the 2nd or 3rd of January. That is before this WhatsApp came. When he responds to the Chief of Staff, one of the things that the Chief of Staff did was to phone me to say, Minister, General Mkhwanazi is in possession of the letter. Apparently the letter leaked and so on, because I heard it from him, Chief of Staff, that there was this letter leaked. So it says it leaked. Oh, okay. Then he says, hey, but Minister, he's very angry. He's angry about what? About your letter, not about the leak, about the letter. How is General Mkhwanazi angry about my letter to the National Commissioner, which has been leaked to him, but it is going to the National Commissioner? I, Minister, is very angry. Oh, so what is he saying? There's, well, a number of things that came, but I'm going to just summarize.
This is Kabini.
Kabinda talking to me about his conversation with General Mkhwanazi in response to my letter, to the leaked letter.
And when is this? This must be in early January.
It's early January, Senior Council.
So this is before the SM.
It's before this.
The meeting.
Yes. It says it's angry. Okay. Further to that, he is saying the minister must withdraw this letter. He's talking to my Chief of Staff. Withdraw the letter. Yes, the letter of directives. Why? He is angry. He is angry. That was the running message to me. Oh, okay. Let me just pause and think about anger and say something about anger. When you are angry about a particular situation, my take is that there could be somebody else who is also angry, but you may not be in touch with those people or that person. So you may not know the weight of anger of the other people in relation to your weight of anger. So it's just a natural thing that will affect somebody's feelings and you'll react in a particular way, but it can't be policy of a country. It can't instruct, it can't guide the minister that somebody is angry somewhere because of what, and then you say you must shape your thoughts according to the anger of somebody, because somebody else may be less angry or even more angry.
Yes, sir.
So it's a very difficult. So let me go on. So it says angry. Okay. And it says withdraw. You need to withdraw.
That's what Nkabindi tells you.
That is what Nkabindi tells me. Withdraw the letter. It's quite strong. Number 3, in a long conversation over days, because I'm summarizing. He then says beyond that, if the minister doesn't withdraw, there's going to be a fight back. A fight back. And I underlined that term. It means that it would be a fight back directed to me as the writer of the letter. A fight back. Why would General Mkhwanazi want a fight back? What attack? What's the war about?
We had a taste of it on the 6th of July.
Pardon?
We had a taste of it on the 6th of July when he had the media briefing.
On underlining that fight back that he is said to have mentioned as a term to Mkhwanazi, I then said, well, let's see, Chief of Staff, let's watch the space and see what's going to happen. And if you want me to jump to July, I would say to you, that event of July was triggered by my letter of the 31st of November, because I didn't know what the fight back would be about, what it would entail, what form it would take. But it did inform me about what could be his feelings and intentions to fight back. That minister has written directives to the national commissioner, and a provincial commissioner wants a fight back, and that he wants the minister to withdraw the letter. And one of the things that was racing in my mind, how does this affect General Mkhwanazi to a point where he would say he wants there's going to be fight back? But let me pass that, because we need to move faster.
Yeah, because this is what Nkambindi tells you. This general is very angry. He's talking about a fight back. He wants the directive withdrawn, and then.
So I'm moving on.
Yes, and then are you still trying to contextualize your response or lack of response to his WhatsApp on the 4th of April, which is what I asked you about? He requests this meeting.
When I responded to you, I said before and after he wrote the letter, there were a lot of other things, and I'm outlining those. Okay, I'm not trying, I'm doing so. So the next term that came, or information that Nkambindi brought, was that he's making a lot of calls in this regard to say, have you spoken to the minister? And have you informed the minister, or have you conveyed the message? And so on and so on. But out of all these things, I underlined anger, and I underlined fight back. Now, in fact, there is a tape recording which I had requested to be made of part of the conversation of him, of Chief of Staff and Cabinet. I don't know whether they prepared it so that you can hear directly on your own that recording. I don't know whether it is.
No. My colleague, Ms. Sikalala, is just listening to it. That's why, Honorable Chair, she's excused herself. And we will play it shortly.
Yeah. I would say on a lighter note, Senior Counsel, that's what happens. That's what happens when you prepare. In my conversations with the office, it was going to be read and made ready. Now, when I want it, it is not there. The questions that you fired to me, that there's something that is not there in my preparation, but it is there in my evidence. It happened exactly the way it has happened to you.
Are we aware of my dynamics organization? Where do we come from? What wins our land back in the days? And what is going on now? More than anything, in person, to withdraw a task team, a business investigation, and yet we have not received a presentation at the investigation officially. When I'm at least okay now, when I everything, I was saying to myself, if I have a lot of I don't think I assume any problem for now. There, I gave this country team with a wins when I'm at the head. Because we are now talking about operational things. And whether you can't say this doesn't work, this works. how would you get into the conclusion? My appointment, if there's an intelligence that you have that says kunale manipulation, these things, then you can justify and say, okay, before you continue la, I need brief yes, but the low stopping operation on its track, investigation on its track, we stop it. It's going to have some implications. So that was my concern. We check it umdala ndokhulumena. Ngoba angifuni tomorrow ukuthi abe atlegal cela izimbini zama officials, because izimbi zama officials is a problem. Ama officials agcina na order. It's a decision now, but a decision about officials say decision based on some way 30 apply this mind on it.
Anje nalento ke sivela kanjena kwamina ngingakamtsheli yabona nje isiyahlupha ngoba
yena sifuna umtshela khona ubona ukuthi the reason why ufuna ukumbona into njengana lezi.
Ngoba abantu uyabona kwayena izogcina ifikile kushuthi lento ngoba sazi phela iseculator kanjani lento manje.
Izofika.
And inegama lami phezulu manje hawa usangitshela into esensitive kangaka.
Ila bese kufanele umtshela khona ukuthi ngithe mangabe ngifuna ukubona ngale ndaba le wathi wona sihlangana eCape Town. Njengoba umtshela ukuthi bona ndifuna ukubona wathi sihlangana eCape Town. I was willing to intervene the winner because there are certain things that came to my attention. But when what was in the Cape Town, so within the Cape Town.
Hey. Sengombona kusasa ngimtshele sengomkhombisa nayo lento esibhalwe kanjela. Ngaphela
esizana esayidini manje izinto
na isikhuluma yonke into lena as much as nawe kade uwonisha ama fight back nani kodwa leke ngathi kuya exaggerate.
That's what is going to stand up.
Ngoba yabona nje angikhumbuli uthi u small boy and manje into exakayo the real facts angiwaboni lana yabona nje mekuthiwa mhlambe bekulalela ifoni amafoni ethu kufanele ngabe ubhalile la ukuthi akayiyeke lento mengabe clean noma ukuthi akakaza athathe lutho kumuntu into ezikanjalo kufanele ngabe sibhaliwe la
exactly
mekuwukuthi lo muntu ebelalela amafoni
conversation.
Ngoba yabona lokho bengeka kushiya. Ngaphela ku inline ngalezi zinto ayishoyo. Yeah, ngoba lokwe warrant awukazi ukusho.
Imagine.
Kazi ukusho uyichazile impela nje ukuthi fight back nje and I'm sure now umuonisha phela ngoba uyamazi awuqala ukumazi manje.
Yeah.
Ukuthi kuzoba ne fight back la mawuzazi uclean amaphoyisa azokujijibeza.
Yeah, because that's what they're going to do. But must be to survive and you can't go down again. So that is my only worry. But I not long it.
Ngizoma explainela mhlambe ke mayise ithola nazo lezi zinto mhlambe uzokuthinta.
Hayi ngizozwa ngaye mina.
Soza umuntu uthini. Then lama sengimbonile mhlambe ngizokubrief.
Yabona namanje ngisasho ngithi the biggest thing that I've been talking about angekho umuntu ofuna ukuyilalela kuze namhlanje eyokuthi abantu be-intelligence make batholakala benze into wrong akumelanga bathathwe departmentally kumele basuswe kwi-crime intelligence bawubekwa somewhere else because they are used to all these dirty things that is going to create a problem for the organization. For instance, bantu banema-access ama-secret state as an example, whether umncane whether umuji whether ubani osecape town